Hello and welcome back to the Somnium Files. So we see a shiny thing over in the corner. And we grab it. Whoa. So Iris is clearly hiding something. It is interesting at the very least. Oh wow, it's really just the TV here, isn't it? Actually, look at the blood. Watch the murder. Wow, if we're gonna see her having seen the murder that quickly. It's interesting how her role changed so much by Renju just, like, not getting in that accident. But look at the blood. Where is the blood? Are those just the two routes, technically? I don't see a blood option around here at the very least.
A CRT TV.
Okay. Spin the dials, spin to win. That help?
Stop!
Wait. Is that supposed to be Shoko? Or someone else? Cause... Or wait, was that her mother, maybe?
What is this video?
Wait, have we seen her?
It's difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What?
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
What the fuck?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
What the fuck? I made a choice, apparently. I made a choice, apparently. Huh. Strangle it.
5 minutes left, Date.
Yeah, great. There's just a gun up there?
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Well, I mean, I would call it a torso. Oh, wow. I don't know. I get fucked on this regardless, don't I? Time-wise.
No use.
Okay.
Their guard is up. You have to loosen them up first.
What do you mean?
The traditional approach would be to start with a massage.
If you are not going to help, should I choke you instead?
You should try that on them. They might be into that.
Date, please stop.
Well, at least I got rid of... Oh god, so much
3
time.
minutes, Date.
Oh god, so much time.
A torso with a head. Nothing special happens.
You don't have the muscle mass. You need to do some training.
What would be the point of that? I do not have muscles.
That's what I just said.
I cannot wait for the day I have enough muscle to punch you in the face. It will be splendid.
He might even like it. So, can I properly strangle it now?
A torso with a head.
It looks like there's a noose around it. Like, the fuck, Iris? That saves time, technically, over just doing the choke normally. Holy shit. Well, they can't deny that it's oh, wow, what the fuck?
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
Oh, is that one of the locks, technically?
I'm tired of this. But we have no choice but to investigate.
Okay. What's the next goal? Beat it to death. Beat what to death? What options are even left?
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Fuck it. Chug.
Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
Are we saying it's alcohol?
Is it alcohol?
Yeah.
Well, unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
Are we really getting... Whatever. What a waste of everyone's time.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A full body mirror.
I don't know.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
Try it.
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
How is that even relevant?
You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. Learning little things at a time, though. Could I bring the body up on here?
An operating table.
All those seem like horrible ideas. Maybe I'll get some information out of this, though.
The fabric on the surface is frayed. It appears to be in use despite its age.
The freaking...
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
Is this information she gains because of, she actually spent time working with Renju? And whatever he
A
needs?
double door.
I guess open. At least I'll get a timey out of it. Yeah, sort of figured.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Oh, there's a TV again, I just noticed.
An old television.
Turn it, I guess. Ugh. This does all imply that there was someone there to witness it all back in the day.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Was it a different one?
It appeared to be the second victim.
Okay.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Fantastic. Got it.
Let's go.
Another torso. Okay.
A torso similar to a fashion mannequin.
Wow. Wow, she really gets weak.
It will not budge.
She doesn't like the aggressive types. In cases like this, it might be best to pull back and stop communication for a while.
What are you talking about?
When your target is trying her hardest not to contact you, that's when you go all in.
That's
Did you use that strategy on the cabaret girl? And how did that go?
a restraining order, I think. Something like that.
Let's continue the investigation.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah, this isn't going smoothly.
A torso.
Need to learn as much as I can about options, though. Maybe punching will be the beat option. Oh!
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
I want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
So is there a reason we're feeling like it's happening to us? Shoot to death. Fantastic. I'm sure that'll go swimmingly. Worn out reference book. Ooh, I wonder.
An old-fashioned TV.
Please. Help me. Help me.
Yeah.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Yep, running out of time. No new torso, but maybe it's inside the locker. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get it in this run.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
With all these mental locks being undone, feeling like they're basically undoing, or are they like happening to Date, or he's feeling it happen? I wonder what might happen if he shoots one of them. I'm guessing there's some more elaborate thing I need to do in order to get it down.
Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it!
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's blaming you.
Okay, well, let's see if there's anything inside.
Just a locker.
Nope, just open. Yeah, we're out of time.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
Well, that just created a lot of things to happen. Is that gonna somehow get the gun down? Well, this is stupidly elaborate. I wonder if that means anything, like metaphorically. So rocks and... Is that a volleyball? I'm not actually sure about that one. Wait. There was water in the ground? I didn't even... Fucking shit, wow. And that's just like a normal boulder. Like rocks between most of those. Any day now. Oh, it was the torso in the mirror and it got shot. That can't be good.
That is...
Did I accidentally just get it in the last seconds? Oh, not with a... What's... Wait, who's that? What the fuck? Okay. 4 seconds remaining. 5, I guess, maybe, if you round. Holy fucking moly. Okay, she does have a lot of conspiracy theory stuff up in her head, yeah. She was involved in Falco, right? At a point. Right.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
Well, let's say her uncle was the... Oh, what do we know about her uncle? We know that her uncle was someone who showed up after having committed horrible crimes, right? And then eventually someone showed up and killed him, right? We saw 4 women killed. And they said that the original Cyclops serial killings was for themselves, right? So... The main difference we seem to be seeing between everything that happened was that for 3 of them, they were on actual TVs and there was no indication of actually seeing it. Like, my guess is that she has some knowledge of those circumstances of how they played out, but she didn't actually experience them. That's why there's like a mugshot or that sort of photo on their faces instead of instead of like the last one where we saw an actual body, right? That's my guess.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Well, not her. Oh, was that Date? I didn't get a good look, but that actually sort of looks like Date now. Now that I take a second look at it. The blue figure. Ah. You know, I think I'd have to go back and actually pause it to be confident in that, but that second look made it look more like Date. Well, I think my theory might be starting to become more convincing. Is Iris still down there? Yeah, she's still out, eh? Okay. About the new and the original.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Yeah, they totally know, too. About the original?
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Okay. That seems suspicious.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal.
A criminal.
Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Great answer. Why was it in there?
The sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see.
Sure, but what drives the particular memories that we end up seeing? I've had 3 instances of going into her somnium. Is it just what's on the forefront of their mind at the time? Is there the possibility that maybe she synced with, say, someone else who was involved at a point and had those memories either lodged into her subconscious, or maybe even something like over the 6-minute timer and they got sort of combined with her like subconscious memories or something like that? And that's why there's a bit more in detail knowledge than she should know, maybe? I don't know. There's lots of ways this could go at this point.
True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
So basically, whatever's really on your mind at the moment, that's realistically the driving point, yeah? Oh, there's more?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Well, the idea is that she might be the red figure. The alternative is that, like I said, maybe she saw one of them. I'm a bit curious about the whole shooting someone in the mirror part of it. It does also seem to imply the idea that, again, hitting the other ones had them done back to Date, and then shooting them and then showing Date what, or sort of looked like Date in the mirror. Yeah?
Date, can you turn on the TV?
No.
Videodrone is about to start.
The fuck?
What's Videodrone?
You haven't seen Videodrone? It's a cult classic.
Okay, we're done with this
I
conversation.
haven't seen it, and that's not a TV anyway.
Oh, fantastic. I will say, the humor can be really hit or miss in this. And it's particularly miss when it's at, like, an inappropriate time, I suppose. For better or for worse. The blue figure.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sync earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
Someone without an eye... Well, without a... It's interesting that we can explicitly see the eye that he has, Iba in. Yeah? As not having Iba in.
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
But if that's true, she definitely knows.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
Dun dun dun.
You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Yes?
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
You do make a good point that it could be symbolic. Perhaps it's the uncle that she had, and she's seeing me sort of as a replacement. So I showed up simply because that's the role I'm filling in her life currently. The same as the uncle did previously. Then again, in this route, we haven't really done much with her. Gotta wonder how she's progressed throughout this. Because at this point, she has asked me to take her out to the scene. That was out of curiosity. She said the dating stuff was really just a cover for being like a bodyguard and protection, right? I don't think she's gotten to that point yet. Man, she is so pivotal to fucking everything, isn't she?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
It's so fucking relevant right now, though. You can't tell me it's not relevant.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really. You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
There is... Like I said, I think she probably saw one of them, maybe? That's still my... I think that's still pretty... There's decent reason to believe that, and I haven't seen anything to contradict it yet. Here's a thought about it, though. Did they find all four victims at the same time? If I'm remembering correctly. So, if they found all four victims at the same time, it means a lot of these things happen in the background without anyone noticing. Which means if she saw even one of them live, that means it was after Falco, the uncle, whoever, showed up and was a part of that. The thing that confuses me the most is the Falco is the prisoner 80 whatever, right? Which still makes me feel as though maybe Date isn't this serial killer, but rather, like, he may be the thing that happened 6 years ago that fucked with his mind. It was something along the lines of, he stayed in for more than 6 minutes or something like that. That's my best guess, basically. And the Falco is really the person who did it. But Date has a bunch of his memories at this point. That sort of stuff. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room. And back to the interrogation room, maybe? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hey Iris, about that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
She wouldn't remember, right?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Yeah, we know.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
True. I don't think she's lying about not knowing anything. I do think that she seems very perturbed.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Anything with, like, actual answers, though. Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Hey, she's sending an IO message to someone. I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. I turned the wheel on the straightaway? Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. She seems to leave this place okay.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Of course, yeah, bro. That was it, wasn't it? That's why you wanted to... Couldn't we have met somewhere? Oh, hi, you look so very nice today, don't you? Don't you, Ota? That's who she was texting, I'm sure. Well, definitely not finding anything of note. Called Ota here.
No, I didn't tell him to come.
Who are you texting?
He just showed up on his own.
Bullshit. That's not... There's no fucking way Oda's like a regular here. I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so... I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Was she? Good to know. I didn't know that, as the person investigating it.
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Okay, so you have gotten a new one at this point. Looks like he's bothered by something. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance.
I got here just before you did. Fine, whatever.
She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Yeah, she seems to leave this place pretty, yeah. She's very laissez-faire in how she, like, runs this place, it seems.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what.
Da-da-da.
What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Are you trying to, like, play me for a fool? Oh, you fucker! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Did they just like bolt out of here? I'm still at Marble. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing my head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. That's not nice. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mom spoke to me, I came rushing back. I remembered everything. Oh, God. So they did just rush off. Fuck. Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Fantastic. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Of course. Where is that fucker?
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
God damn it. Did they steal my car, maybe? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's assault, too.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Have cops search for him? He assaulted me.
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
I swear to... Oh, she's breathing.
Iris.
She's breathing. Lost an eye, but she's breathing. That is definitely the ice place. Oh, the fish place.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I think Mama ran out of marble. There's no fucking way Oda's the killer, mind you. No way.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here.
Fuck.
20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Keep the stream live. Yeah, let's track to see if anything's happening. Because they don't seem to be actually doing anything. It's not, the saw's not even moving, right?
That sick bastard.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is there a bear? I remember... Oh, am I actually getting to this point? I remember, like, watching the trailer and using that for, like, the end card for other series, and there was a bear that I think Oda was fighting? Oh, fuck.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay
You
away
just...
from Tessa!
You just let it go back. Okay, it's not starting back up again at the very least. I kept my foot on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat in my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heart was pounding in my ears, shaking to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
I don't think it...
No!
Stunt! You fucking bastard. Some guy in a bear suit?
No!
Did we not have any officers that could have gotten there sooner? Did we not just, like, tell boss where it was and have all... God damn it! She always fucking dies, doesn't she? What the? Probably should turn it off. Did we just... Are we saying that she's in... Oh, fantastic.
Ota.
He almost definitely was not in it originally. Where's Iris's? Okay. Well, that's insta-karma for him, I suppose. What the fuck, guys? What the fuck? Oh no. This can't be good. Oh, am I on the witness side this time?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Who suggested this? Yeah, just keep showing it. That's not going to cause any problems in my psyche. He didn't lose an eye. Worth noting.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Oh, are we gonna have to prove it? It does not feel great to have the lens staring at you. I agree. My thought on the matter is something in the frame of mind that, they were both brought into something a bit too deep for their own liking. And they trusted the wrong person, basically. The behavior during... What about the polar bear costume? Ota's behavior during the video does not make sense. If he's going to do a murder-suicide, why fucking bother making the video like that?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Basically, it's just sort of random and pointless and... yeah.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, and if you're gonna kill yourself, maybe you'd have a better way to kill yourself than that. Ugh. What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. How does that connect to Shoko, then?
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
No incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch.
Also, he totally didn't know about that.
They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Actually, no, he didn't know about it. That's the key.
There are some additional discrepancies.
He didn't know about it, right? That's the whole thing. He was, like, really off-put when he learned that Shoko was, Mizuki's mother.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Kitchen knife? Why do we keep hearing about a kitchen knife?
Are you sure?
I am.
Maybe his mother? I told the boss what Iba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
But
then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
What the... Why would you go for an ice-cutting machine at that point? If you're willing to just destroy yourself like that with a bunch of pain, wouldn't you just go for your neck at that point? Oh my goodness, it's not like it's going to be more instantaneous to use the fucking ice-cutting machine. That's nonsense.
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
When?
Boss, come on.
They were...
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
And let's say, did you find any blood trail outside? Because it's not like the knife was still in there. Did you...
Well, I wasn't being serious.
It was stupid.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Yeah.
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
I know. But it sort of shows how weak the argument is.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Here's what I think's happening. I think Boss is trying to throw a story in my face to get me, like, to not pay attention to this anymore. Possibly because it's getting dangerously close to the whole original Cyclops killing stuff. That's what I think. Especially given the whole, like, pause we had there after she said she was just trying to play devil's advocate. I think she was hoping the story might convince me, even if she didn't believe it herself. And she gave up on it once it became very obvious none of it was anywhere near close to convincing me. I wouldn't be surprised if it is something HQ is trying, though.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
They're both connected by Renju, but they themselves don't have a connection. I guess Renju's the only thing, if you want to count that. It doesn't seem like there's anything that connects all 3 of them, though.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
You know, they're all related to Mizuki. I'm not saying that's right, but it's a thought. It's a thought. Okay, let's go through these one by one. Moma. Has Iris even met her at this point? Yeah, technically there's a connection there, but... yeah. I suppose the Lemniscate thing about going and dealing with some of their, clients. Iris might have been involved, but that seems unlikely given his reactions during the other routes. Iris's mother Hitomi... obviously connected to Iris, connected to Renju. Does she actually have a connection to Shoko? I don't recall anything like that. Ota's mother, Mayumi. Connection to Iris for obvious reasons. Less so Renju, but I suppose you could make that work. Shoko I can't see in the slightest. Then again, she is sort of at an age where I almost wonder if she might be like pulled in into that sort of investment scam. That could have been involved. Mizuki's honestly the only one.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
I know, but there's a connection there. Is it worth investigating further? Even if it's not, like, actually something that, like, pegs her as the actual killer. Maybe there's someone that's connected to her. Well, out of these other ones, the kitchen knife is interesting. I wanna probe this one at the very least.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Maybe. She does seem to have memory problems. Then again, the memory problems seem to be a stronger advocate for her not doing it. I can imagine her potentially killing Ota out of some aspect of it that, like, maybe drove her to not think that he was her son, maybe? Just for, like, a hot minute or something like that. But the memory problems also make it really unlikely that the connections and motivations were a strong driving force to kill someone like Shoko.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris.
There's a little bit. Congressman. Mother?
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
She does have a connection, though.
No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Congressman Sojima. Interesting.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Which was also the problem back during the, well, actually... So the potential connection I can imagine is something along the lines they were talking about having the members of Lemniscape being sent out to basically entertain people at parties he might have been involved in. There could be a connection there if Iris, you know, took part. But ultimately the connection is another thing that's just like another dangling question that was in the other route too. Me? That's fair.
I know Renju and Shoko.
But I physically could not have been that person. I could not have been there.
And I'm connected to Iris. But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Oh, if there's anything I've loved about the games from Zero Escape and...
I thought it over, boss.
And this too, it's the plot twist. Fuck, man, I love plot twists in games. They're so good. They're so interesting, and I'm so confused.
Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do.
Try to find more leads. There are people that might be involved that I might be able to try to investigate if there is a connection.
Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Wow, okay. Wow, that's... a hell of a freaking... Oh, we were suspicious of Boss in the other one, too. So, we are aware of that sync machine from the other route, right? Renju is connected to in some way. Which implies there's some connection between Renju and stuff involving eyes because of the nature of how that prototype was working, right? I'm still of the opinion that the people being killed are people that they're trying to use the previous machine, the prototype machine on, in order to, you know, get something out of them in some way, memory-wise and whatnot. And they have to get rid of their eye in order to do that. And who knows, maybe they're purposely killing people as a serial killing in order to cover up the fact that they're removing the eye for that. To make it look like maybe they're just mirroring the original Cyclops killer in order to try to, you know, take people off any potential lead involving the eye being removed. They're trying to give people an idea that it's someone who's trying to be a copycat rather than someone that needs to take out the eye for a specific reason. So I guess that's my thought. Okay, well. I will leave it there for today. I guess next time, into the investigation. I'll see you all then. Drive safely, everyone.